terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They go right back to him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Battiato. With the catch, it's Butler. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down their run. We've seen twice now on this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Battiato. And the ball's out, and they're after it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Tipton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Badgers will punt this one away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Battiato. Makes the catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Complete on the shuffle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working, and maybe the big fella will get you something later.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going up top again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Plows through the defense. There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Finds his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mason. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The Badgers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Zings it complete to the right.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And here comes the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on 1st down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's got him. Heading to the end zone. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And this defense will start the 4th on its heels. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Gattiato. Working the middle, it's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll do it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Gattiato. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
That makes the score Wisconsin 21, Middle Tennessee.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Slithers into space. Delivers the stiff arm. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. Got a little space. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Badger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a man, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Butler. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. To throw, it's Battiato. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.